Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on the offensive side of the ball, looking at the Baltimore Ravens playbook, and we're going to go with a scheme kind of contradictory to what you usually think of the Baltimore Ravens. You know, more run-heavy scheme. You have Lamar Jackson, you have all these running backs and stuff. We're going to spread it out wide, you know. We're going to come out in the quarterback blast, of course. We're going to match with dime, actually, this time as we back the ball up. You know, you sort of get that 5-wide scheme. You know, we'll match with dime. I'm good with that. But like I said, you usually think of the Ravens as sort of this power, run-heavy squad, and they are, right? They are. But Lamar can sling the ball too, so we're going to go on ahead, go into 5-wide. We have 2 pass plays, well, 3 pass plays, and of course you got to have quarterback blast for Lamar Jackson, or you know, whatever your butt team is. You have Kyler Murray, you know, whoever you're running is your quarterback in regs, you know, whatever it is. You want to have that run. You know, whenever you're going 5-wide, right? So whenever they go on ahead and, you know, match your 5-wide with dime, and they only leave one linebacker in the middle of the field or something like that, you know, with 5 guys in the box, something like that. You want to have a run play, you want to have a pivot, and, you know, Lamar Jackson is our pivot in this video here. So we'll start out with out double under, and I really like this one because the guys we're going to be focusing on is Zay Flowers and Aguilar over there, and we're going to be streaking one of them. Really, you want to streak Zay Flowers, right? Just because of spacing with Odell and, you know, your outside receiver and Aguilar there. And, of course, we're just trying to clear out, right? Flowers is in a really good spot against, you know, this is kind of a cover 3 look. You see that closed field look, only one safety in the middle of the field. So Flowers is kind of in a really good spot. We're probably going to be able to hit him, you know, right up the seam here. But Aguilar underneath, typically what we're going to be trying to do on the right side of the field, you know, Flowers and Beckham running deep. And then Aguilar and Likely, you know what I mean, trying to create conflict, really, and, you know, who plays who, right? Does it come down and play Aguilar, leaving Likely open, you know, your tight end open, or, you know, do they play their zones back, play them at 15, 20 yards, whatever it is, their purple zones, their hook zones, and then it leaves Aguilar underneath. And, of course, with this scheme as well, you can see the guy with the M over his head, the Mike linebacker, the only linebacker right now. He could be in a purple zone off to the left there defending Bateman. So a lot of the times what could happen is you're going to get free yards with this out route. You know, you see that, you're like I said, we're in like a cover 3 look. You're thinking maybe cover 1 too, you know what I mean? It could be a cover 1 hole, cover 1 situation with the deep safety and the outside corners manned up and stuff like that. But right now I'm thinking, and if that's the case, I mean, we're scoring a touchdown with Zay Flowers. So, or Nelson Aguilar, you know what I mean? We're hitting a huge chunk play here. But we're thinking cover 3 here right off the bat. We'll see what happens post snap. But if that corner on the left over Bateman is just in a deep third, that's going to be free yards, right? The Mike linebacker, the linebacker, whoever that is, might be Jabril Peppers, right? We're in dime. But he's not going to be able to get over there, right? There is no way you see that guy bail. Free yards, right? 99-8 getting over there. Free yards, right? And that's what happens whenever you set up this quads look, right? You're setting up this, you know, four receivers on one side of the formation look. Here they give you like a cover 2 look. So, I mean, you might actually want to go on ahead and run this next play here. Vert double. We'll stick with this out double under here. And again, we'll streak Flowers. And, you know, we're assuming this isn't going to be free yards on the left side of the field. We're going to assume there's cloud coverage over there. There's a soft squat over there with Bateman. So we're going to work this right side of the field. Again, we're trying to set up down the field. Okay, great. We'll show you the guy. I think that was actually the guy that tackled right there, number 2. He was caught in the wash. That's exactly what we're trying to set up. We'll just hop into the instant replay real quick. And you can see him just getting caught, lost in the wash. Is he going to play Aguilar? Okay, he is going to play Aguilar. Oh, shit, no, he's going to go play Likely. Okay, he can't do both, right? Either he plays Likely or he plays Aguilar. He can't play both, and that's exactly what happened. Makes for a super easy completion. And I really like these outbreaking routes as well because it makes it harder for the user to cover, right? I mean, you're over the middle of the field. Of course, the user's going to be able to pass off a drag to an in, to a deep crosser. Of course, they're going to be able to pass those routes off, right? They're all over the middle of the field. But you're getting an outside breaking route like that. That's why they're so powerful in Madden, right? Outside, you know, corner routes from tight ends, you know, these deep out routes, things like that. We're running 2 deep out routes right here. There's a reason for that, right? It's the user has to allocate resources to stop that. They can't just run over there and go stop the out route. That's going to leave something in the middle of the field wide ass open. So that's what we're trying to set up, right? These difficult to stop routes. And of course, you don't just want to have every single thing going outside. So out double under, super good play. You know, very versatile, very, very versatile play. So we want to be able to pivot to that. We want to be able to have stuff that works completely over the middle of the field, right? So we're going to go to vert double under. And, of course, you see the double under part. The shift, who cares about the shift? Don't really mind. Vert double under. Of course, perfect look here to go on ahead and stress that too high safety look. Isaiah Likely running right down the middle of the field, right down the rip. Of course, we can go on ahead and maybe we streak Aguilar this time, trying to carry that slot defender down. Bateman, more, hopefully you have like a one-on-one that's, you like your speed advantage there. But here we'll streak Aguilar. Flower stays on the slant or on the drag there. And I will say, same kind of thing on the other side. We just talked about on the left side of the field. Same kind of deal on the right side of the field with Beckham on this deep, more of a developing route on the comeback route. But I mean, same thing. The guy over Odell, the corner, I mean, you get in a cover 3 look. Sometimes he's in a deep third, and you just have nobody over there, right? Sometimes that can happen too. Here you get that cover 2. They actually rotate into like a cover 3 look. Gets a little messy, but I mean, one of those streaks is just going to be open when they're trying to, shift coverages behind and stuff like that. Again, cover 2 look. I mean, hell, you can even leave this exactly how it is, right? Leave both Flowers and Aguilar working over the middle of the field. Even put, heck, you can even put Odell working over the middle of the field. Put him on a slant. If you have him on a, if you have Hot Route Master or something like that, right? Put him on a post, right? Put him on a cross or something like that. Again, we're going to attack that too high shell. I mean, that's just beautiful. Just too many guys working over the middle of the field. And that's just, right, that's exactly what we want to do. We want to create those numbers advantage that we have, right? We're putting 4 receivers on one side of the field. We want to be able to use that. Very simple in the pass game. Of course, I mean, here, they're going to leave it wide open. The safety, I don't know what he's doing over there, but I can't play it on the 40-yard line. Here, we'll streak Aguilar to kind of maintain him, kind of, use him up. Of course, that's just going to make the middle of the field wide open. That's a house call in a MUT game. That's a house call in a real game. That's exactly what we're trying to set up. We're putting the defenses, it just, again, same kind of deal, right? We're just going to run Aguilar. Well, I mean, we're just going to run Aguilar right at the safety that's standing over these 4 guys, because what the defense is trying to do is trying to match, right? They're trying to match all the bodies over here, right? They have 3 defensive backs. I mean, they have the one guy over Likely, but he's not a threat in the pass game. So they have 3 defensive backs plus the safety over top. They're trying to put 4 guys over 4 guys, right? They're trying to put their 4 defensive guys over our 4 offensive guys. That's great, but it puts you out of position very, very bad. And of course, I mean, if sometimes that's what happens, right? You get that linebacker on the tight end, it gets lost in the wash, something like that. Super, super advantageous scheme to the offense when you have just 4 guys on the right side of the field. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff you can do with it. But as terms for this scheme, we'll go on ahead and go to the next play. Wide receiver screen. I love this play so much. Again, we're going to talk about the numbers. Here they have 3 guys. I mean, you can call the safety, but he's so far off the ball. They have 3 guys to R4. You know what I mean? 3 blockers to R3 blockers. So we're going to go on ahead and, just call the screen. Run the screen. 15 Aguilar. You got to block. You got to block for me. That's a touchdown if he blocks. Same kind of deal here, right? Okay. I mean, they have even less guys. They have 2 guys to R, 3 blockers. Sounds good to me. We'll throw it to him, and a little bit better stick work. You probably score a touchdown, but a little bit higher overall players as well. You know what I mean? A little bit higher change of direction, things like that. All of that, helps in this situation. Here, you know what I mean? Okay, maybe you don't like this. Maybe they've been stopping the screen a little bit too much. You still have this backslide slant, which is amazing, right? He just gets to such a good spot, and as soon as you see 99 come down at you, I mean, you know that you're going to be able to throw that, right? It's almost like RPA. Okay, boom. Lamar, come on. I mean, but you see him blitz, there's a huge gaping hole in behind him. Here, you get, this is actually a perfect situation to, run the ball, right? They clear everybody out. They're like, oh my God, you've been killing me with the pass game. You've been killing me with these 4 receivers. Okay, great. We'll take everything out, right? You'll run your quarterback right up the middle of the field. And my stick work has just been not good. But pro tip on the quarterback runs and just runs in general, do not hold the sprint button until you're past the line of scrimmage, till you're past your blockers. If you hold the right trigger, if you hold the sprint button, they're going to disengage. Your blockers are going to disengage. If you don't hold that trigger, your blockers are, I'm not going to say they're not going to disengage every time, but they're going to have a better chance of, holding that block and letting you get through the hole. But back to the wide receiver screenplay here. Again, they're going to run 3 defensive backs. That safety's so far back. Sounds good to me, bro. We'll throw this every single time, like literally every single time you can throw that. Every single time you can throw that. If they run 3 people over your 4 people, you're going to be able to throw that. Here, they actually they sort of do match. You're thinking maybe it's like cover 0 here. You're thinking like cover 0. And even at that, okay, they run cover 0. As soon as we see this guy to the left here, in between Bateman and the line of scrimmage, that little nickel corner over there. If we see him blitz, okay, boom, we see him blitz. Lamar, maybe that's on me. Maybe I'm not letting him drop back. But as soon as you see him blitz, that's a go. That's a go to go on ahead and just throw that ball, right? As soon as we see this guy blitz over here, right? Corner so far off the ball, that's an easy pitch and catch. And that's off the wide receiver screen, right? That's because, right, they allocated 4 guys over here, 3 to, eat up the blockers, 1 to tackle the ball carrier. Okay, that's fine, right? That's totally fine. We have a one-on-one over here. That's great. That's not to say, right, your opponent won't go on ahead and just double that slant if you've been killing them with the slant, right? They're going to double the slant, right? But then that does other stuff, right? That's good. That opens up the pass game, opens up this quarterback run game, right? There's so many different things that this going ahead that this can really open up for you, right? Your opponent does one thing, boom, easy. I do this thing, right? You did this thing, that opens up this, and I can go on ahead and just hit you with this deep bomb, right? Up the middle of the field likely, or hit you with the wide receiver screen, or you go on ahead and spread everybody out, boom, we'll run our quarterback at you. Here, of course, I want to get to the quarterback run in this video because I've been babbling way too long, but of course, this isn't the most advantageous look. We only have 5 blockers. They have 6 people in the box to go ahead and try to stop us. So not the craziest look, but of course, we can still pick up some yards, right? You catch these guys off guard. Maybe you catch a user in a wrong spot, something like that. You can kind of attack. Maybe they have a bad user or something like that. You can attack that user, run at that user type of thing. Boom, let that guard get up to the second level. You're still picking up 4 or 5 consistently. And the main thing with the run game, along with the screen game, right, is catching the opponent off guard, right? You're not trying to telegram everything. You're really trying to catch them off guard and call these plays in timely situations that you have the advantage in. Here, we're thinking cover 0. Okay, great. We're thinking everybody's blitzing at us. Every single person is blitzing, and we can't make the one guy miss, But that's kind of the mind games you're playing with this, right? How many guys do they have in the box? Okay, we can run our quarterback. How many safeties do they have? Okay, they pulled the safety up. We'll bomb it over the top. They push the safeties back. Okay, fine. We'll work those 2 routes over the middle. Ton of different stuff out of this scheme. I hope you did like this one. Baltimore Ravens playbook. Bunch quads. Is this bunch quads? This is empty quads. Really, really like this one. I guess it's not a bunch, right? Empty quads. Super advantageous scheme for the offense. Really, really like this one. Putting 4 receivers on one side of the field is just kind of broken in Madden and in the real NFL. Really just creates a lot of good situations for you. So, hope you did like this one. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the video, all that good stuff. New videos Sunday, Wednesday, Friday/Saturday. Still not sure. But yeah, offensive videos on Wednesday, defensive videos on Friday/Saturday, looking at gameplays on Sunday. Subscribe for all that good stuff. If you like this one, you'll like all that stuff, I promise. And I appreciate you sticking around this long. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one here. Later.